Do you want to double your sales in your real estate business? Well, today I am going to teach you one fail-proof hack that if you follow my advice, I promise you that you will start to see more closings added, and before you know it, you will absolutely double your sales. Now, I don't care where you are in your process as a real estate agent. You may be just starting out, right? And you're like, Rosemary, not only do I want to double my sales, but how about I just want a sale, okay? What is going to get me to the closing table? Or perhaps you have, you've had a business that has provided for you, you are doing okay, but you're sick of just doing okay, right? You are ready to get to the money, and you are ready to get to another side of business where this truly, truly makes sense for you and it is worth your time. Well, the hack that I'm going to share with you today, when I tell you that it is solid, it's solid. It's exactly what I have done to double my sales in my personal business. And with coaching, I've seen so many of my Real Estate Bestie Accelerator coaching students implement this and see massive results in their business. And I want you to think about one thing. Every single closing that you have ever been a part of, everyone that you have witnessed, everyone that you've seen somebody post on the Instagram, for every agent in your office, they all have started or they originated with one thing. Do you know what that one thing is? Conversations. In order to close a home, in order to successfully engage a client, it starts with a conversation. So the simple hack is that if you want to double your sales, you need to double your conversations. I know that I may be speaking Chinese to some people because you may be the type of person that's like, what are you saying? And I get it, because we live in a society that we are so connected with social media, with texting, with our devices, but quite honestly, we are more disconnected than ever. And I get it. You just want to throw up a social media post, or you want to send out a mailer, and you want to just, have leads passively coming to you because you don't like talking to people. And I get it. But guess what? The more people that you actually engage in conversation, the more trust that you build, the more relationships that you build, you will easily double your sales by having more conversations. So let's talk about what that really looks like in real time, because you might be like, okay, girl, what are you saying? Like, who am I talking to? So let's just really think about it. I just really want you to start making more phone calls. I do care who you call, okay? Because I don't want you to just be shooting, just saying, hey, I'm going to talk to my best friend 8 extra times a day, okay? We have to actually increase the number of people that we're talking to and have the skill to turn every conversation into a real estate conversation. So each and every single day, I want you to aim to have 10 phone calls, like make 10 phone calls, get 10 people on the phone every single day, and then engage them in a meaningful conversation. Now you might say, okay, who am I calling? This is who I don't care. Just get 10 people on the phone. It could be your SOI. Let me back up. Your SOI is your sphere of influence for besties that are new here. So you can be calling the people in your sphere of influence. You can be following up on past leads. You can be calling your sorority sisters. You can call, your neighbors. I don't care who it is. Just make sure you are picking up the phone and you are having at least 10 conversations a day. And look at me. Look at me good. Conversations, not texting, okay, not commenting on their social media. Yes, there's a place for that, but you are going to have real life conversations with people, okay? Now, in my coaching group, I coach all the time on exactly how these conversations need to look, and I will link a video below so that you can actually see and get a script on how to have different type of conversations depending on who you are calling. But the biggest thing is that you are having conversations. Now, I'm gonna give you another one. Another place to have wonderful conversations is at open houses. the more open houses that you start to host, listen, the people are interested, even if they are at the very, very start of their curiosity about what it would look like to purchase a house, or maybe they're a nosy neighbor. You being inside that house, you know for sure that real estate brought them there, and you are going to be able to have a conversation with them. So the more open houses that you get in front of, the more open houses that you are at, you are going to have an opportunity to have more real estate conversations in those spaces, okay? Now, let me give you another tip. We have the holidays coming up. I'm recording this video in September, so we are just at the start of this holiday season. And what happens with those holiday seasons is you are invited, or you have opportunities to be social, okay? And for most of us, I live in North Dallas. It's always a social activity going on around me somewhere, but definitely there is even more opportunity as we approach the season that we're going to. I'm going to encourage you, to go ahead. I want you to start going to these events, okay? And I want you to go in with the mindset of, I'm going to network and I'm going to connect with purpose. Now, I don't want you to go to just the stuffy networking events, but literally, if the friend is having a party or a meetup, or if, it's your kid's football game or the banquet or the carnival at the school, go to the events that actually will fill your cup, right? If you are a little quieter and you want to go to a book signing, go to a book signing. But can you engage in conversation with the person in front of you and the person behind you? I have so many stories. We don't have enough time in our time today to talk about how just striking up a random conversation can lead to not only business, but a beautiful friendship. Literally today, I am going to lunch with somebody that I met in line to get my book signed when I was at a retreat a couple of months ago. And she's in my city, and we are going to sit and we're going to chat, okay? And you never know what these conversations will lead to, but I guarantee you every closing that you have seen has come from a conversation. So if you want to double your closings, definitely make sure you're doubling, you're tripling, you're quadrupling the number of people that you are actually talking to. If you're listening to me and I'm telling you about having more conversations and it really is making you nervous, I get it, right? You don't want to sound salesy. You don't want to be all over the place. Put in comments, if you're watching this video on YouTube, tell me in comments what's holding you back. And if you're listening to the podcast, literally hit me up on social, because I want to make sure that we are creating more content for you to help you along the path. And if you're ready to go a little bit deeper, right? Because if you really are hey, I need to develop these skills because I want to double my closings. I want next year to look so much different and progress from this year, then guess what? Right now, we are open for our Bestie Accelerator coaching program. We start a brand new coaching group in November of 2024, and you can hop on a call with me so we can figure out if what we have in Accelerator will help you. And I'm just going to tell you, we're here to help you accelerate your business, to take the guesswork on how to have these conversations, on how to make them meaningful, and to how to take the conversations and convert them to become clients. So head on over to rosemarylewis.com/call, and let's just talk about how we can help you in Accelerator.